Welcome to the Essential 99 Punctuation Rules for Court Reporters, video number 47, the use of yes and no. I'm Ken Wick. Let's get started. So this video covers the use of yes and no in the ebook rules 98 and 99, which are yes and no that confirms a statement and yes and no that explains or adds information. So rule number 98. Use a comma to separate yes or no if it echoes the previous statement or question. So in this case, a yes or no is just a parenthetical in the case, can actually be eliminated from the sentence without affecting its meaning. So examples are question, do you work for the San Jose Police Department? Yes, I do. If you eliminated yes, you can just say, do you work for the San Jose Police Department? I do. Or you could say, I do, yes, if you found this. You just put a comma here, because it's just echoing the question. Question, did you see the suspect leave the office that day? No, I did not see her leave. So here we're just saying see, you can see how it's echoing, that this statement here is just echoing the question. So in this case, no is just parenthetical, could be eliminated, so we just put a comma, because we separate parentheticals with commas. I did not see her leave? No. So since, once again, it's just echo, we separate the parenthetical with a comma. Rule 99, slightly different. In this case, use a period after yes or no if the following statement explains or adds information. So we're just not echoing. So with an echo, we use a comma, but something that adds or explains, we use a period. Because yes and no is now not a parenthetical. It's not a parenthetical anymore. It's actually answering the question, and then the other statement is adding information. So in the examples of do you work for the San Jose Police Department? No. So you're answering the question now, I work for the county. So this here is not a parenthetical, it's actually answering the question, and then this statement actually adds information or explains, so it has to be a separate sentence. Yes, I do work for I work under Sergeant Lewis, so here we need a period because the following statement adds or explains. Did you see the suspect leave the office that day? No, because this is answering the question. I was in a meeting until 6 p.m. So here we have adding or explaining information. It's not echoing. Notice how none of these are echoes. They're adding or explaining. Did you see the suspect leave the office that day? Yes. She left around 4:45. So this yes is saying that they saw the person leave and then adding the information, so it's a separate statement. It goes in a separate sentence. So that's it for the rules. And now I call this the next steps. Now that we finished the 99 rules, what do you do next? Well, I actually say go back and watch video number 6 on the sentence types. I said this at the very beginning, I think, in video number 6, because when you punctuate or you'll be correcting transcripts or punctuating transcripts, you'll be organizing things in the sentences. So it's you need to understand or review the various sentence types, which are simple sentence, or compound sentence, or complex sentences, or compound complex sentences. So you will be organizing the words, these independent clauses, dependent clauses, phrases, into sentences. And there's only 4 types of sentences: the simple, compound, complex, compound, complex. So since you have to organize that way, you should go back and review these types of sentences so you can organize the words and phrases that way, and clauses. Also, there is an available guide or inexpensive reference. I'm just going to refer to as the 99 Rules. There's a book and an ebook, a student and a reference edition. So these books, they review the grammar. They cover the 99 rules. And there's 514 example sentences or examples in this book and ebook. Now, I know I just said there's a difference. There's a student edition, which is currently $6.95 for the printed book and $2.99 for the ebook. It highlights. So these rules are all based upon rules in the LMEG, BGGP, and GRM. And the student edition just highlights the differences. It's really meant, the student edition is really based upon the video series where I just cover, here are the rules and here are the basic differences among these references. If you want to follow the BGGP, you do this. And the student edition just does that. It really assumes that you do not own these references and you're just looking for the answer. Here's the answer, and here's the answer from the BGGP. That's what this is going after. So it just highlights the differences. Now the reference edition is $8.95 and $4.99 for the ebook. It actually cites and discusses the differences. So it will cite the sections. So if there's a difference between the LMEG and the BGGP, it will cite those sections in those rule books, and then, if necessary, it will actually then go and cite the if there's an available rule in like the Chicago Manual style, it will cite that, and then there may be quotes from those books and discussion about what those differences are. So just to say, between these two books, there's an 11-page difference, and the difference is the citations and the discussion of the rule differences. So that's what you're getting when you buy it. There's both books have 514 examples, both containing 99 rules, both have the grammar review. Is that this one is much more comprehensive, and the review of the differences among the references. Of course, the reason I did this was, I mean, maybe if you want to read the differences, that's good. But if if I'm citing a section in the BGGP and you don't own it, it probably doesn't help you. So this just has more discussion on those things. There's also a workbook that you can get, $6.95 for print and $2.99 for the ebook. It contains a total of 500 problems. 375 of these problems cover grammar and rules, so it's progressive, meaning as you go through the grammar, like rules, there's grammar review. I'm going to have a section on like identifying, dependent clauses, and as you review the rules for commas, after maybe a few of the rules of the commas, it's going to actually have practice problems for using the comma for those rules, and it goes through so progressively. So the problems are arranged just like the textbook. And then at the end, there's 125 what I call general. So they're just random practice problems, meaning I could be choosing any rule. You have to know all the rules. So these 125 problems randomly cover all these 99 rules, and it's up to you to properly punctuate. So that's it. If you like the videos, or please subscribe. If you like the video, please hit like, and please go check out the ebooks. Thank you.